Hi guys, Dr. B here. So this is the lecture video for dimensional analysis. So what is dimensional analysis? Like we talked about in class, you're essentially looking at the relationship between different things. So like, let's say the question is like meters per second, convert that to kilometers per hour, or take, some kilograms per liter, convert that to milligrams per deciliter, or something like that. So that's what we're doing at, and it's a lot of calculations, there's a lot of math, etc. So be prepared for that. Whenever you're looking at conversion factors, make sure you be mindful of the fact that you can flip conversion factors, that you're going to use some, and that your units are there, your correct units, your correct sig figs, etc. So like we said in class, MD orders morphine for you to give to the patient. So 0.5 milligrams said is going to be our starting domino. My target is milliliters. So if this is my conversion factor, so this is just milligrams, not per anything or over anything, so it's going to be over 1. I'm going to look at this, and I can either flip it or keep it the same, so I'm going to flip this. So 2 milligrams on the bottom, 1 ml on top. This means equals here, so I'm going to do my math. 0.5 over 2 becomes 0.25. So like I said, your sig figs is going to be based on the problem you have, or the number in the problem. So if this is what my starting domino was, only one sig fig, my answer can only have one. So 0.3 milliliters, because my milligrams canceled out. Convert 4.56 kilograms per liter to milligrams over deciliter. So I'm going to start off with what I'm given in the problem. So 4.5 kilograms per 1 liter. I'm going to convert this over. I need to get to this at some point. So I'm going to look at my factors, or my dominoes. This is my starting. My target is this in the units. So you can pick whatever one you want to start off with, but from there you need to continue until you get rid of that unit. So for example, I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put the 1,000 grams on the top, 1 kg on the bottom. So I'm done with this. My kilograms are canceled. Now I'm going to use this one, because that's the next one that has some grams in it. So I'll put 1 gram on the bottom and 1,000 mg on the top. So I'm in milligrams. Now I'm going to take the factor with liters in it. I'm going to flip it or keep it the same, depending on where I want to put it. So I want liters on the top, so I'm going to flip it. So 1 liter over 10 deciliters. Since I'm in the units I want to be, I'm done with the factors, and I'm going to calculate. So I have 4.56 times times 1,000 times another 1,000. This equals 456, 4 zeros over 10. So I'm just going to do some easy division. So this will cancel out, this will cancel out. I'm left with 456 and then 3 zeros. I see that I have 3 sig figs here. I also have 3 sig figs right here, so I'm good with my sig figs. So it's going to be 456,000 milligrams per deciliter. Convert 32.4 rods per hogshead to miles per gallon. We'll talk about what a hogshead is in a minute. So my starting domino, it's going to be 32.4 rods per, so that means over 1 hogshead. So I want to get to miles per gallon, so I'm going to pick whichever one I want. So I'm going to pick hogshead because that's looks like it's only one conversion factor I need. So in one hogshead, 63 gallons. Hogsheads cancel out. I'm in gallons, which I want to get. Now I got to convert rods to miles. So in one rod, it's 198 inches. So I need to flip this. Remember, when you flip, you take the whole number and the unit as well. So don't just flip the units. So one rod, 198 inches. 12 inches is 1 foot. And then in a mile, it's 1 mile, 1 mile over 5,280 feet. I'll do some math and put this up here. So 32.4 times 198, my numerator, 6415.2 divided by 63 times 12 times 5. So my denominator is actually going to be this. So I'm going to divide the two. So my numerator divided by my denominator is going to give me this answer. I'm going to put the answer on the bottom, guys, just right here. So 0.001607 . So you'll notice my answer needs to have only 3 sig figs because of this. So you can do this in 2 different ways. You can either round this correctly, or you can convert it to scientific notation. So remember that these zeros in the front do not count for counting sig figs. So if I want to do it with scientific notation, it would be, move it over 1, 2, 3. So 1.61 times 10 to the negative 123 miles per gallon. Or you can just round it correctly, so it'd be 0.00161 miles per gallon. Just so you know, what am I talking about? So when we talk about a barrel of wine or a hogshead, this is what I'm talking. It's actually 63 gallons, right? So if they said, oh, I drank a buttload of wine, a buttload is actually 126 gallons, 477 liters, etc. Or a half a ton, which is, how much is a lot of wine, it sounds like. All right, so last practice problem, last problem for the notes. 2,300 mLs to pints. So you'll notice, compared to the other question, this is not per or over anything. It's just 2,300 milliliters. Convert that to pints. So my starting fraction is going to be 2,300 mLs over 1. So it looks like I'm going to start off with this one. So 1 ounce over 29.573 mLs. Oops, my bad, that's ugly. Now I'm in ounces, right? So 32 ounces on the bottom, 1 quart. 4 quarts on the bottom, 1 gallon. And then 8 pints on top, 1 gallon on the bottom. This equals, see, 2,300 times 8 for my numerator, 18,400 divided by, so I'll put my denominator, so 29.5735 times 32 times 4, my denominator is this. So 18,400 divided by my denominator will be 4.86077 . So I have only 2 sig figs here, so my final answer can only have 2 sig figs. So luckily, it's just going to be 4.9 pints. So that is it for now for your notes. Please start working on your practice problems. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks.